ಚಂದ್ರ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಸರಳ ಸಜ್ಜನಿಕೆಯ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿ, ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರು. ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ Shri Pratap Chandra Sarangi to address the gathering. Sir, we are honored to have you here with us today.
भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षवीर्यजत्रः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः निर्विशेम देवहितं यदायुः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. रत्नाकराधौतपदा हिमालयकिरीटिनीं ब्रह्मराजर्षिरत्नाढ्यां वंदे भारत मातरम. भारत माता की. पूजनीय श्री 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 सिद्धलिंग स्वामी जी महाराज, पूजनीय जगतगुरु श्री श्री बचनानंद स्वामी जी, पूजनीय श्री श्री मड़ी निवान स्वामी जी, अन्य समस्त संत चरणा, कर्नाटक के पूजन सम्माननीय मुख्यमंत्री मान्यवर मुख्यमंत्री वी.एस. येदियुरप्पा जी, सम्माननीय श्री श्री अश्वत्थ नारायण जी डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर, श्री वी.एस. परमशिवया, श्री जी.एस. बासवराज एमपी, श्री ज्योति प्रसाद जी एमएलए, पद्म विभूषण डॉक्टर श्री श्री शिवकुमार स्वामी जी, अन्य समस्त उपस्थित सज्जन वृंद, विद्यार्थीगण, पूजनीय संत चरण, गणमाध्यम के प्रतिनिधि, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ನಡಿ ಹೃದಯ ತುಂಬಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಸುಂದರ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಭಾವ ಅರ್ಥ ಭಗುತ್ತಾಡು ತಡೆ. नमस्कार. I am very sorry because I cannot speak the beautiful and sweet Kannada language. That's why I make an apology. And probably English may be the choice for me. And I don't know whether it will be intelligible by all. Hindi may not be intelligible, so I prefer English. And I am quite happy. My heart is overflowing with joy to stand here in response to the warm and cordial welcome that you have given to us. I am especially thankful when I came to know that 10,000 students are reading here with free accommodation, food, Triveda Doshohi, Anna Akshara Asraya. And I don't find any language to offer my heartfelt gratitude to the great Swamiji who passed away 2 years back, in whose commemoration this program is being organized, who has done all these things. He sent, begging food, was feeding 10,000 students and millions of people. Not only that, giving them proper education. I am also more thankful because Sanskrit is mandatory in this school. Sanskrit is prestige in India, says Swami Vivekananda. It is the pride of India, the glory of India. And India's downfall came with the neglect of Sanskrit. India can be rejuvenated with proper education in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is not a language. It is a force. It is a revolution. It is Deva Vani. We cannot match any other language to Sanskrit. The oldest language and the purest language, the sweetest language, the most scientific language. Sanskrit is our glorious cultural heritage. It is said in our Shastras, Durlabham treme vaitad devano grahahetukam manushyatvam mumukshuttam mahapurusha sangsraya. The three things are very rare, only achieved by the grace of God, by divine grace. One is human birth. It is not easily. after passing through different cycles of life, snakes, insects, tigers, we took this human form. And this is by the grace of God. This is a great achievement. The second one is, you may be a brute in human form, unless you have that vivek, mumuksha. Mumuksha means a desire to get liberated. Every moment we are trying for liberation. Liberation from poverty, liberation from ignorance, liberation from weakness, but liberation from this cycle of birth and death is the highest liberation. Jivam kena cha kosam pratishta. What is the purpose of God in sending us to this world? If this jivana jigyasa is not with us, then we are no better than brutes, animals. And the third one is connection with saints, sadhu sangha. This is also achieved through divine grace, Ishwarya Kripa. So now we have got human birth, we have some discrimination, viveka, so that we are here, and we got this divine connection of our great saints. This Bhagavadhari Sannyasi. These three are divine grace on us. So we are all are fortunate here who are within this campus. That's why I feel very much blessed in coming across you. I am very much delighted to see the great Vidyarthis. I am reminded of our ancient Gurukulas in Aranyas, in forests. Our Aranyaka Gurukulas were students, brahmacharin, sitting around the sacred fire, offering Grta Huti, and their bright forehead was shining with the sun rays. They were uttering Veda mantras. I'm as if I am carried over to this remote past. In our Shastra it is said that man is equal to animal on four different aspects. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam cha samanyam etat pasubhir naranam. Dharmo hiti sham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hinaha pasubhi samana. Man eats, animals also eats. Man sleeps, animal sleeps. Man has progeny, animals also do that. And man fears to powerful people. Animals fear to powerful animals and powerful men. Everybody fears man. Everybody is afraid of man. Because man is the biggest destroyer of this biodiversity. Corona has proved it. Not tigers, not elephants, but man, the greatest creation of God, is the biggest destroyer of this biodiversity, this nature mother. So we should develop a love for this nature. That's why our great Gurukulas, universities were established in forests in earliest days. India is superior to many countries. Now we are going to study in other countries. But in earlier days, we had big universities. Nalanda, Takshashila, Ujjaini, Kurukshetra, and students from all over the world were coming to learn here. We were the world teachers of arithmetic, algebra, mathematics, geometry, trigonometry. Zero was discovered here. Decimal science was discovered here. Just imagine if zero would not have been discovered, what would have been the precarious position of our mathematics? Medical science was discovered here. Whatever art, science, literature, philosophy, everything of human knowledge came out from this sacred land of India. So this great tradition was broken. Now, great sadhus like this, they are trying to reconnect ourselves with our great ancient culture. It is very inspiring, very, very inspiring. India is the mother of religions. India is the mother of religion, mother of knowledge, mother of philosophy. It has been divided to pieces. When we got independence, India was divided into two parts. Not on historical ground, not on geographical ground, not on financial ground, not on political ground, but on sectarian ground, on communal ground. India was divided. This is nobody's father's property. Sri Aurobindo told that India is to be united once again because this is an unnatural division and this must go. God has demarcated the boundary of only one nation, that is India, in his own hand. All other nations' boundaries are artificial. Three sides ocean and one side Himalayas. This natural boundary was created by God. And this land is very sacred. Even gods wanted to burn in this land. Gayanti Deva Kilagita Kani Dhanyastu Ye Bharata Bhumi Bhage Swarga Pavargas Pada Hetu Bhuta Bhavanti Bhuyah Purushah Suratvat. Bhagavad-pada Adya Sankaracharya told Prata Smarami Suvadang Varadang Varanyam Sindhurmi Dhauta Charanam Shudhiyam Saranyam. Veda says Mata Bhumi Putraham Prathivya. We utter Samudra Vashane Devi Parvatastana Mandale Vishnu Patni Namastuvyam Father Sparsang Shamashome. Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra was requested by Lakshmana and Vibhishana to rule in Swarnamai Lanka and they will serve him. But he immediately replied, Api Swarnamai Lanka Name Lakshmana Rochate Jannim Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Swami Vivekananda says, India is not an extension of the earth. This is our divine mother. And let all other gods and goddesses be forgotten for the coming 50 years. They are sleeping. But see, the only living God, our Rashtra Devata. And he says, Bharat Mata Naravali chahti hai, Pasubali nahi, Naravali Sastra Yuvak Bali. Somebody asked him, Swamiji, you are so spiritually powerful. Why don't you get freedom for Mother India? Immediately replied, yes, I can bring freedom. Tomorrow only. But where are the men who can keep up this freedom? Strong, vigorous, believing young man and sincere to the backbone. 100 such and the world will be revolutionized. Now he would have been dancing with joy, seeing thousands of young men with a great and noble aim in life, reading here and in many other Sanskrit schools and developing the urge of patriotism, character building, man making, the ideas which he preached for the whole of his life. So this is a noble model of Bharatiyata. India is to be made India again. Bharat is to be made Bharat again. And these great souls, these bright saints, they have been dedicating their life for this noble goal. Our great Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi ji, gave a clarion call for Atmanirbhar Bharat. And for that he prescribed a methodology, vocal for local products with global outreach. Now we are doing many things. Your great Chief Minister has done many things. His new industrial policy and everything else is quite praiseworthy. Deserves appreciation. I thank him for that. He is a pioneer in the field of this innovative ideas. So this ashram can be a great hub of development. Our students, along with their spiritual knowledge, they should be given a little bit of secular knowledge. And I do not know what system is there, because in our ancient Gurukulas, they learn science, arts, culture, physical sciences and spiritual sciences. Also with that, Gopalana, cottage industry, agriculture, all these were taught so that they were really Atmanirbhar. Swami Vivekananda said, we want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. And he sent a letter to a Raja. My dear noble prince, this life is short. The vanities of the world are transient, but they alone live who live for others. Rest are more dead than alive. So now let us examine to what extent we are man, we are living man. Our life should be meaningful. So I congratulate you all and I appeal that you are doing many things, many wonderful things which cannot be described in word. And my joy I cannot also describe. This is indescribable. But with that also, some attempt should be made to train our students along with all their education so that they can stand on their own feet. They can be Atmanirbhar. So Atmanirbhar Bharat means every village should be Atmanirbhar. Every house should be an enterprise. Every individual should be an entrepreneur. This will be another worship of Mother India, worship of humanity. And I am quite confident that can be done here also. Sanskrit is everything, entrepreneurship, knowledge, everything else. Telling a story, I will conclude my speech. In our Mundaka Upanishad, we find a very beautiful incident. A very brilliant brahmachari student asked his guru, who was a spiritual master in those days, Kashvinnu bhagavo vigyate sarvamidam vigyatam bhavati. What is that common principle by knowing which we can know the whole universe? Is there any common principle? The question revolted that boy, and the guru answered, Dve vidye veditabhye itihasma yad brahma vido vadanti parachaiva aparascha. And here both para and apara vidya are being taught. That is the source of our joy, source of our inspiration. And with this I conclude. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bharat Mata Ki Vande.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ದೇವ ಭಾಷೆ, ಈ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿತು ಈ ದೈವಿಕ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಶ್ಲಾಘಿಸಿದ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ.